An emotionless killer acted out his own horror movie with himself in the starring role when he stabbed his neighbor to death, a court heard. Ken Arslan, 52, is accused of murdering dad of 3 Matthew Borman, 43, by stabbing him 27 times on his front garden in Walton, Cardiff, in Gloucestershire, on October 5 last year. He also knifed Mr. Borman's wife Sarah in the leg as she tried to intervene, before forcing his way into the home of another neighbor, Peter Marsden, and stabbing him 8 times, the court was told. Arslan denies murder, instead claiming he should be convicted of manslaughter on the grounds of diminished responsibility. But prosecutor Kate Brunner QC told Bristol Crown Court Arslan had planned and controlled the stabbings, and had hoped to end up on the TV. She cited the words of one of Mr. Borman's colleagues, who was on the phone to him when Arslan attacked. Arslan also knifed Mr. Borman's wife Sarah in the leg as she tried to intervene, the court was told. Image, Gloucestershire Police, SWNS. She told the court, she said it was like listening to a totally horrendous horror movie, and it was a horror movie that was just beginning and this defendant thought written the script. This was not something that happened to him, it was something he had planned and controlled. It was a horror movie planned out, where he was going to stab his victims to death one by one. A horror movie where he was going to take a starring role, and end up on the TV. Following his arrest, Arslan asked officers if he was on Sky News or the BBC. Ms. Brunner said the defendant had also faked a number different potential psychiatric defenses, such as being suicidal, hearing voices telling him to kill, and amnesia, and had even asked a psychiatrist if a report on him could get him a lesser sentence. A CCTV image shown in court shows barefoot Arslan being confronted by an off-duty policeman. Image, Avon and Somerset Police, SWNS. Ms. Brunner said that by faking mental illness, Arslan had demonstrated how rational he was, adding, "He is a cunning, smart man trying to pull the wool over eyes." 2 forensic psychiatrists agreed Arslan was not psychotic or mentally ill, but said he had been diagnosed with a paranoid, unstable and antisocial personality. Defending, Howard Godfrey QC, argued that Arslan's actions were clearly not normal behavior, noting that he had attacked in broad daylight, when everyone is around and there is CCTV everywhere. He continued, "He doesn't do it at night when someone is out walking their dog and then run away, he doesn't wear a mask to try and hide who he is. It's broad daylight, in front of everyone who is around." Arslan, right, is accused of murder and attempted murder. Image, PA. Mr. Godfrey went on. After Mr. Borman was dead, he continued stabbing him 27 times, then lights a cigarette and sits on top of Mr. Borman. Does that seem like normal behavior? He is calm, he is robotic, he is emotionless throughout much of this. Mr. Godfrey also referred to witnesses who had described Arslan as a psycho who had beady eyes. He also noted that a forensic psychiatrist found his personality disorder did impact his ability to form a rational judgment, adding that it was bad enough amount to an abnormality of mental function. Arslan has admitted the attempted murder of Mr. Marsden, causing grievous bodily harm to Mrs. Borman, and a charge of affray. Jurors are expected to retire to consider their verdicts on Monday afternoon. The trial continues.